Alright, welcome, Draft League. This week, week 3, for maybe a little bit more serious video, or a little bit more concise at least, as I'm joined by just myself. The Latty Daddy's HQ is empty this week, as it's late, and I don't have time this week to record a video at any other point, so we're here on our lonesome. But that means I can actually talk this week, which isn't a bad thing. I'm breaking things. Okay. So, if you've been paying attention to the Draft League, we played Measly, or the Jamestown Joltiks, in week 3, and it's kind of a banger of a game, to be honest. I'm going to try to keep this video short, so I'm not going to go over the team, or each mon, in super detail. But I would like to point out Mankey. I thought Mankey's set was pretty cool. The power up punch with a substitute. If he gets that up and starts popping off, he can get to some pretty high attacks pretty quick. And all of his moves are pretty good. And Night Slash is just kind of there. Super effective against Slowpoke. I think that's the main reason I brought it. Power up punch for a nice little stat boost, and Thunder Punch for that Staryu that we know he's going to have. One thing I will talk about is the Joltiks have a Staryu, which is able to learn Rapid Spin, getting rid of all sorts of, what are they called, chip damage or terrain. So anything like spikes, toxic spikes, or stealth rocks, he's going to be able to get rid of that. And since I've liked to use those in the past 2 weeks, I think he's probably going to have that and be prepared for it. So we don't have anything like that on Ferroseed this week. We do have Leech Seed, but that's a little bit different. That can be removed in other ways as well, rather than Rapid Spin. And Leech Seed is just so good that we have to bring it, I think. We're running a Trick Room core again, and Eevee's pretty normal. One other cool thing, the last cool thing I'll point out, is that Meatball, or our Litten, gets Leech Life, which I thought was pretty cool. You know, he's a fire type that gets a bug move. And he can get some recovery outside of, we don't have to put a berry on him or leftovers or anything like that. So he has Eviolite for some bulk, Fake Out, Flame Charge, Flare, Blitz, and Leech Life, since it's super effective against a couple of his larger threats like Slowpoke. And honestly, just being able to heal is pretty good, especially with an offensive mon like Meatball or Litten. So yeah, that's my team. Plan this week is just to get Trick Room up, pop off with Geodude and Scoliosis, and then maybe have some chip damage coming in with Ferroseed, and hopefully just get Mr. Buford, aka Mankey, to pop off with some nice power-up punches. But without further ado, we're gonna launch right in to the actual replay. So he has Darumaka, of course, very good, but we have the Litten, so I'm not too worried about that this week. I think it might be a little bit of an overhyped tier 1, but I could also be wrong. It didn't come out this game, spoiler alert. So I'm just going to start the game here. I throw out Litten right away, thinking if he does go Darumaka, then I'll be able to get the attack down and force him to switch out. And he goes Joltik, which is fair. And he switches out anyway, because Fire-type move is going to kill that. Nice little resist with the Staryu. We get our speed up, but I'm not staying in to fight him, so we get out. Nicotine Pill eats up a little Surf there, and then he doubles back into Joltik. We knock off, and he is carrying a Hidden Power Fire, which almost kills us, but Ferroseed is just pretty bulky, so he's going to take that. We get Leech Seed up, and he switches out, and I protected there thinking he might go Hidden Power Fire again just to try to secure the kill, but he switched out. So we waste a turn, and honestly, good read on him. Protect is a normal move for Ferroseed, so I think that was just a clever read in his part. And here he has Staryu, and I think he must have been Specs, because Hydro Pump was doing like 20 to 30%, and his Surf was doing that. So I'm pretty sure he was Spexed this week for the Staryu, but I could be wrong. I didn't actually get a chance to look at his paste. So we come in with Scoliosis. We're going to try to set up our Trick Room. We get it set up kind of for free because he switches in Joltik. Take him out with Shadow Ball. And for a while, it goes really well. We're slower than his team, and he's just throwing stuff in, and we get 2 free kills, basically. Until Slowpoke comes in here. We don't one-shot it, unfortunately. He's just too bulky, and he has a Healing Berry. And he's going to Earthquake us down in 2 shots. And then mr.measly has done something clever. While he has sacrificed 2 Pokemon, he's ran my Trick Room out of time. So Geodude is crippled now, because Geodude wants to be going first, and he can't do that without Trick Room. And he has also killed my Trick Room setter, so good on him. Sacrificing the Joltik and the Trico was kind of a calculated decision on his play, which after the game was over, I was very impressed with. I thought he was running out of options, but he's actually just taking down the turn timer, and I didn't realize that until the end of the game, and honestly, I'm just very impressed by that. That was really cool. So he's going to come in with his own Geodude. We're not doing a lot of damage. And he is going to just wait for this. He's going to rock polish that guy. Yeah, a fast Geodude. Whoever would have thought. He doesn't quite kill our Eevee. And we don't do a lot of damage to him either. Quick Attack gets some priority damage in, but Geodude is still alive. Mankey. I thought Mankey might have a chance to be faster here. Mankey's pretty fast and Geodude's pretty slow even with 2 times speed. So I'm really hoping we outsped there, but we didn't. Likely, I haven't taken a look at his pace, like I said, but he likely calced that, or spec'd his Geodude to just be faster in that situation, or a similar situation. And then here's a misplay on my part. I think we should have, or I should have, the members at Latty Daddy HQ should have sacked off Meatball in turn for getting the attack drop before sending out like Eevee or Mankey or something like that. Looking back at the game, I think that was my biggest misplay. I'm not sure if it would have changed the outcome, but it probably would have changed differential at the least, so yeah. We get the flinch on him with Fake Out, but even with the healing, he's just going to 2-shot us with Earthquake. Eviolite gave us 2 hits there, which is more than expected. And then Tyler 1 goes down to an Earthquake. The superior Geodude slams my team. We got rocked. Week 1 we got licked. Week 3 we got rocked. So, yeah. That is... Oh, I should have turned the other frame off. Oh well. I'm breaking things. Anyway, Draft League. Next week, we're up against the Goomies. The Goldenrod City Goomies, aka Josh. Someone I like to think of as a rival in the league. I think the last game I played with him, I won, but it was only because of a 5% miss. Could be wrong, but I'm definitely eager to get a valid win on him. So I am excited to play him. And hopefully I'll get a video up that week. I'll be gone that week, so I don't know if I'll be able to do a video. But I'd be excited to get another member on the show. And grow the Latty Daddy HQ staff a little bit. Hopefully we can do that. But yeah, that's what I got for this week, guys. Thanks for tuning in if you did. I'll see you next week, hopefully.